Hi everyone and welcome to another recipe video. And today I'm making these super fragrant buttery brown sugar cardamom buns. Now you might have noticed in my other bread videos that I like using fresh yeast like this. This has melted a bit because I store it in the freezer and it lasts a lot longer that way. And it does become goopy when you take it back out of the freezer. See, this is how it looks in its solid form, and it used to be in bigger blocks but I chopped it up into 5-gram blocks. But don't worry if you can't find fresh yeast, you can use dry active yeast in the exact same way and you can find those at any supermarket. So let's go! I'm adding 1 teaspoonful of caster sugar to 5 grams of fresh yeast, and you can also use 5 grams of dry active instead. And to that I'm stirring in 100 milliliters of warm milk. Now setting that aside for a couple of minutes till it's bubbly. Now I'm grabbing 200 grams of bread flour and adding that foamy mixture in. To that I'm adding half a beaten egg, and don't get rid of that second half because we're going to use that to glaze the buns later. Now adding 30 grams more caster sugar. And now the star ingredient of this recipe, we're going to add 1 teaspoonful of ground cardamom, super fragrant. And then just a pinch of salt to bring out those flavours. Finally, we're going to add in 15 grams of unsalted butter, which has been softened slightly at room temperature to make it easier to mix in. Now we're going to give that a good stir and then a good knead, and this will form our bread dough. And once it comes together, we're going to knead it for about 15 to 20 minutes, as long as possible, until it becomes really springy and smooth. Wow, I'm really struggling to record this week's audio today. It's all kicking off outside. We've got builders drilling and hammering, we've got kids that are screaming their lungs off outside, and cars beeping at each other. What is going on today? Anyway, now that that's done, we're going to pop this in a lightly oiled bowl so it won't stick. Then we're going to cover it with cling film and leave it for about an hour or until it's doubled in size, maybe longer if it's colder in your room. To make that lovely sweet filling, we're going to mix 70 grams of softened unsalted butter with 70 grams of light muscovado sugar and a teaspoonful more of ground cardamom. And we're going to give this a good mix because we're going to end up spreading this on the dough. I keep pausing every time I need to say cardamom because my brain for some reason really wants to say cinnamon instead. Which you could actually use instead of cardamom. You could make cinnamon buns instead, but in this case we're making cardamom buns. Now the bread's nice and puffy and doubled in size, it's time for my favourite part, taking my aggression out on the dough. Like that. Punch it down, because we want to get rid of the excess air at this stage, and now we're going to roll it out. Just sprinkle a little bit of plain flour on your work surface so that the dough doesn't stick, and you can sprinkle it on your rolling pin as well. So slap that down there, and we're going to make a rough rectangle shape. Don't worry about making the rectangle solely with the rolling pin because we're going to cheat a little bit and stretch the corners with our hands, just like I'm doing here. I really like this part. It's like playing with super soft smooth Play-Doh, and the best part is you get to eat it at the end. Next we're going to evenly spread that beautiful brown sugar cardamom butter all over. My flat was quite hot at the time, so the butter was fast melting, so I was trying to keep that in mind and work as fast as possible. It doesn't matter, it just creates a little bit of a mess later as you'll see, but it does taste absolutely delicious, and the end result's worth the mess. Now as you can see, I am folding this in like a blanket, in thirds, from outside to in. And again we're going to use our hands just to make sure that the corners of the dough line up and that everything's even. Because we're going to make 4 buns today, 4 big buns, we're going to split this into 4 strips. And I'm going to use a pizza cutter to do this, just because I can. Feel free to use a knife, but pizza cutter works really well too. And I'm cutting vertically so we have 4 long strips. If you're suffering from a hot room like I was, you can actually put the dough straight in the fridge before you cut it so that'll help solidify the butter a bit. Now as you can see, I am turning each strip into a bun. I'm gently pulling on each strip of dough to elongate it, twisting it, rolling it up into a spiral, and then using that little bit of leftover at the end that I haven't rolled up to wrap around just to secure the bun. Here it is a little bit more slowly. As you can see, my darned hot room has melted the butter quite a bit so it is oozing out and is making things really messy. But it doesn't matter that much. As long as the butter isn't oozing out at this point of the buns, you're good. So give it a bit of a twist. Roll it up into a spiral, and then leave a little bit at the end because we're going to use this to wrap right around. There are so many different fun ways to shape these buns, and I'm actually using a combination of different ways that you'll find traditionally in a Swedish bakery. Just have fun with it. And as you can see, I'm not the most skilled person in the world when it comes to shaping these buns, but you know what, they'll do. Now we just need to give them a rest. I'm going to put some cling film over them so they don't dry out, and then leave them for about half an hour until they're really puffy again. In the meantime, I'm going to preheat the oven to 180 degrees C, and when they're all risen and puffy, they're ready to bake. As you can see, the hot environment got to the buns and there was a little bit of butter leakage, so I used a little bit of kitchen towel to mop that up. But not all of it, because you actually want most of that butter. Now I'm going to brush the tops with the rest of that egg. Hope you didn't throw it away, because you'll need that half egg now. And this will give it a really lovely golden finish in the oven. Man, the bun on the top left is really ugly. I really didn't wrap that one up well. That'll be the first one I eat. And now this last part I'm doing is optional, but it adds a little bit of extra crunch and sweetness. I'm sprinkling over just a little bit of pearl sugar over the top. You can substitute this for chopped nuts or even an extra little sprinkling of cardamom powder too. Not too much cardamom powder if you do, because you don't want it to taste soapy. Or you could just leave the buns naked. Naked is beautiful too. Or I don't know, you can go crazy and sprinkle on some rainbow sprinkles and make birthday buns. Those will work too. Actually, I think these will look pretty cool. Maybe next time. Finally, we're going to bake these for about 15 minutes until they're really golden and risen. And there you have it. Warm, gooey, buttery buns with the fragrance of cardamom, a hit of caramel from the brown sugar, and a little bit of crunch on top. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you'll join me next Wednesday for my next one. It's going to be a Chinese New Year recipe and I'm so excited. Get the full recipe for these buns on my blog tashcakes.com and find me on Instagram as tashcakestastes. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more. Give this video a like if you liked it to help other people find it. Comment down below if you'd like me to make anything in particular, and I'll see you guys later. Be good, be nice, and have a good week.